It's been quite an interesting week, a week where we have a lot of things happening in the country and in the world. Of course, it's your favorite conversation. It's your favorite show. Let's be real. And today, we start with the lady in the far left. Life is so amazing.
Life is so amazing. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be back here. Happy Friday, everybody. Or should I say happy Sunday?
Happy Sunday evening.
Oh, I'm glad to be back too. My name is Collins, makeup artist. Thank you guys for having me.
And the big one.
Excited. Big in
The
terms of hair, or is
queen.
it personality?
I'm the queen mother.
Yeah.
And big in personality and big in hair.
Yes.
Now people actually, the viewers really like this hair.
Yes.
I get a lot of comments like, where can we buy it? Where can we?
Right.
Yeah, it's a wig, like everybody
Same
knows,
place to
it's a
buy the
wig.
one.
Anyway, my name is Dr. Catherine Masitsa, and I help people navigate and truly celebrate life's greatest moments. And today I am standing on Timothy 3:23.
What does it read?
It says, I don't know whether it's Timothy.
What
3:20.
does it read?
It says, drink water, but a little wine. It was a letter of St. Paul.
Paul sent to
Timothy.
Yes, and
Yes.
said, for your stomach ailment, please drink some wine. It will help you. There was a major blackout on during the week, which was nationwide, and the power outage lasted 7 to 8 hours, from 8 o'clock to 2 a.m. in the morning. And this brought a very big question that hospitals, the airport, all our critical installations were on blackout, and we didn't have any fallback plan on how we could maybe take care of the people who are sick, flights and everything. What could we do to end this problem? Remember, the last time we had an outage is 2023, where we had 3 times power outage again, a nationwide grid that collapsed again. So what do you think, Dr. C?
I think, first of all, thank you. I think so that it's a signal that we need to end monopoly, because power, like our grid, it's not a luxury. It's a life and death thing. Like you're saying, we saw these people in a hospital in Garissa. And first of all, shame on their political leaders. How can you not have backup? Knowing where we are, how can you not have backup in a hospital like that? You must have, even in countries where the power is very regular, they always have backup,
Yeah.
especially for ICU. And we've had situations where even neonatals have actually in the past. So I think it's a signal that we need to end this monopoly. And I'm telling you, the day monopoly in power will end. But even though it's sort of like ended, but we need more investors. It's just that the investment is so, whatever is needed for investment is so big. In the sense that, like, if you're doing the windmills,
Yes.
yeah, and or you're doing solar, it's a lot of out of reach for so many people. But I've seen so many people, a lot of homes, they've gone completely solar, and Kenya Power comes in like maybe when they're very low, because people are just really fed up, and this is not good for the country. You remember we had this investment from Microsoft? Was it Microsoft? That they had to leave the country. They were coming to invest. They had to leave. I'm not sure I got it right. Was it Microsoft? That it was an AI company that was coming in a big way to invest, and they
In power.
Yeah?
To invest in?
Not in power, to invest in technology. And then we realized as a country, we do not have enough power to generate. And the issue of electricity in Kenya, power, let me just say, is an issue that is outpricing us out of the market. In the recent past, we've had companies that have actually left Kenya because of power. And so I think so this is like the biggest cry in itself, that even Kenya Power in itself is saying we can't manage, because we are losing in the cost of manufacturing. We can't manufacture. And then we can't even guarantee a stable power supply in itself. So I think so it's a time we need more competitors to come in.
Correct.
I think for me, what surprised me when I was researching on the topic was that there's so many people producing power. The issue is in the distribution. No one else has a license to supply to the end user other than KPLC, because KPLC doesn't manufacture, right? It distributes.
Yeah.
And then the biggest drawback people have had, like solar companies have had, is other than the licensing, which they have had, it's the uptake from the audience. If you live in an apartment, who's going to let you? You don't have autonomy to break down a roof or put down the infrastructure. And KPLC apparently has a monopoly, especially on the cabling, the infrastructure. You cannot use their poles, you cannot use their cables. You'd have to do all of that on your own. So they also have the advantage of time, the fact that they've been here longer. And now they're at a point where, how do I put it? They have arrived. They don't need to prove to anybody. So competition, yes, is needed, but I believe there's an invisible hand that is squeezing the ambition out of competitors, in my mind. Again, I've had wine, so this cannot stand in court. But I strongly believe competitors are not the issue. Competitors are there. It's how do you come to the table without disappearing? I'm just saying. But KPLC, you're failing us. Buy a solar company as a subsidiary so that when you're away, asleep, for 8 hours, the solar company can be on, you know? I'm just saying. And then they own 20% shares. Automotive companies do that all the time. If I'm selling a car and people want something cheaper, I buy a subsidiary, a smaller and cheaper car. What do you call it? The best of both worlds. I think KPLC needs to attend a masterclass from Dr. C.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to add on that today, we live in the tropics.
Yes.
So we have sunshine, especially in areas like Garissa, northern Kenya, where you have like the Danish company that has all the windmills up there. Invest more in those windmills, invest more in solar. It's a no-brainer. And for example, the county government, now we're going back to Garissa with the story about the hospital there. I think if they all reached out to companies, NGOs, WHO and others, for the hospitals in particular, to have that backup plan, either it's a large generator or solar, it's simply a no-brainer. And if the county government really want to win their campaign again for next year, they'll be doing something good to give back to the society. Elon Musk has developed something brilliant. You've got tiles that you can put on your roof. All those tiles are actually solar.
Wow.
So you're not doubling up having tiles on your roof and solar on top of your tiles.
Yes.
This tile is actually solar.
Are they in Kenya?
Amazing.
Not yet.
And I don't
They
think we
should
shall
be.
see them.
I should buy that.
I don't think they'll be allowed. Oh, sorry.
So I think the biggest problem we have, and what I notice is that this problem we had in 2023, where we
Yes.
had 3 times power outage because what the system called system outage, and it's a pattern which is a fault which has been sequenced for a very long time. The reason is that, remember, we have Kenya Power has more customers than what it can get. We import a lot of electricity from Ethiopia, which has surpassed Uganda. We have what we produce locally, but it is at a 2.3% lower than the requirement. That's why we have rationing. So this creates a system fault in the system because you have to redistribute this power so that not one area stays without power for long. So the system sometimes becomes clogged. So this time, when it becomes clogged, it fails. It creates a fault in the system, and it collapses. So this time, it collapsed completely, and they have not found the arithmetic reason why it collapsed. Now, let me tell you what our budget of KETRACO. KETRACO has a bit of issues which needed to be sorted, and this is in a budget which has never been implemented. The Kenyan government need to implement. Remember, Kenya's system is, we peak at 2,439 megawatts, and our operation availability is 2,495, 2.3% less. Agreed running that close to its ceiling during every peak hour is almost cushion large units and it drops. It basically drops out. So in 2025, the president acknowledged this and he told Kenyans in Doha that Kenyans rationing between 5 and 10 p.m. in some regions was necessary precisely to prevent national collapse. He put the cost of expanding capacity to around 5,000 megawatts at approximately 1 trillion we need to invest. Transmission is the second constraint. Kenya Electricity Transmission Company, KETRACO, the state transmission monopoly, warned in its 2025-2044 master plan that the meeting demand growth requires a multi-billion-dollar build-out and identified a financing gap of about $4.38 billion. That's what we don't have. So in December 2025, KETRACO bank accounts were frozen amid 10 billion legal dispute, temporarily constraining the ability to fund grid maintenance and during peak and festive demand. So we have a lot of problems. So the other one is revenue leakages, and that compound this problem. System losses average 23.36% in 2025, well above regulators' allowable benchmark of 17.5%, the power which gets lost on the way. So that the balance sheet funds and the maintenance, that means that we lose a lot of money and then we don't have power to the people. So clearly, it is KETRACO has a problem. It's a monopoly, which KETRACO has a problem. Our master plan has not been implemented. We import the power, and that power does not reach. Most of it is lost on the way. People steal the cables. You've seen the cables are stolen at night.
And transformers.
Transformers are stolen.
Transformer.
We bring old transformers. Our problem with Kenya Power is that it is a multifaceted approach. It has so many issues that need to be addressed. The only way to get out of this problem is to license another power provider. The same way...
Distributor or provider?
Provider, distributor. The same way Safaricom came when Kenya Power and Telecommunication was disturbing us with landlines. You remember? There was a time Kenya Power, the Kenya Telephone, and the guys who had these lines in the homes, your phone line would get spoiled and you wait for a week until mobile phones came. They were totally wiped out of the market. If we open up the market for Kenya Power, the way Dr. Sivi was saying, that monopoly goes, the prices come down immediately. We allow Ethiopians to supply us directly because they can supply it at a cheaper rate. It's only the government that puts a lot of... have you checked your power bill?
Levies.
The levies. If you buy power for 1,000 shillings, the levies are 500 shillings.
I can imagine for you with your many chandeliers.
500 shillings.
1,000 would do nothing.
I know.
The first one is the fuel levy.
Yes.
So you ask yourself, I'm using solar, where is the fuel coming in?
Yes.
It comes to CG distribution, the network levy. When you calculate, if you buy for 1,000 bob power, 550 does not buy you power. It goes to taxes only. You buy power for 450.
So, you know, it just leaves the question, like all these roads we are building, which is an amazing something, all these affordable. Should we not, it's one of, if I was president today, one of the things I would like sort out is the power.
It's easiest.
Because you sort it out, you've like sorted out so many problems for Kenyans, like manufacturing, therefore jobs, therefore things get cheaper, bigger in everything.
And you make more money from all the people who come invest.
That's where I should have started.
Yes.
Like that's where I would have just started. We have companies that have left. Like it's so...
It's embarrassing.
It's no brain actually.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. You know, you have an international airport like Jomo Kenyatta and suddenly has a complete blackout. All our businessmen, our safari clients coming into Kenya or leaving the country, investors, it's terrible.
Now that you say that, just on another note, did you see the memes that were going on? You just see a black face with white teeth and white eyes. Anyway, and some people were like, Nini inapitishwa?
Yes, of course. Because Kenyans are nowadays worried that if you do that, you are trying to bring arms or something to
You're
Our
smuggling
antennas were up. Yes.
And then one day we will hear, Mnakumbuka that time when there was no power?
Yes.
This is what was passing through the airport.
Yes.
Some meme was alluding that this was an attempt to censor a certain politician who's anti-sitting government. And apparently he had a speech early in the day. So someone was saying, before the presidential address, and someone was saying that someone got the wrong date and timing for that politician's time of speech.
But you know, it's so funny that as power went off, I was walking from the kitchen going upstairs and I was telling my husband, there must be a politician who is giving a speech and he wants to be cut off. I remember just saying it loudly. So now the thing is that somebody got the wrong date.
Or the wrong time, because the person who was rumored to be targeted had spoken earlier in the day.
I'd spoken earlier.
Oh,
So, you know, we can speak of everything else, but the truth is that if I was president, I would start there and it would sort out the problem of Kenyans. Anyway, talking of what now, let's go to lighter.
KPLC.
Yeah, we go to lighter topics.
Yes.
You mean lighter topics? Was that a pun?
Yeah?
Lighter
topic on wedding.
lights.
They were talking about lighter, you're talking about lighter topics.
That's a nice way to segue from KPLC to lighter topics.
We're talking of light, but now lighter topics.
Yes.
From power topics.
Yes.
From power topics to lighter topics. Yeah. So anyway, online there was a clip that was seen circulating about these violence that broke up at a wedding. And the story was that the groom had arrived to pick the bride at night. I know that ceremony as somebody who's documented a lot of wedding stories. I know that story, that ceremony where they come for the bride at night. And what happens is that the groom refused to remove some extra money that was being asked. And hell broke loose in Kilifi. And so I want us to discuss that, but first, before we discuss about the culture, the role of culture and everything, whether some cultures we need to keep, I want to say that, first of all, weddings, especially like traditional weddings, they could even start war. This is not new. And I documented that a lot. Usually what happens, they come at night, they take the girl, and by force, they will take the girl. There's a clip we had, fungua mlango, fungua mlango. Like, it's so violent. And so sometimes the ladies refuse with the girl, we want this, we want that, and we want that. It happens in a lot of cultures, even Kikuyus, we want something extra. They try to stick to the girl. And if the groom does not have, it's total war, total war. But also I want to say that weddings, the ceremonies themselves have been sources of war. Nations have fought because of that. And traditionally, when you see a wedding, there is always the groomsmen and the girls. It's because war can start at any time. And the job of the groomsmen is to protect the groom.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the job. So we have to know that ceremonies are very serious contracts, and people are married from other communities to even stop war. And even when you look at the issue of the honeymoon was such that, first of all, they used to be married by capture. Literally, they capture you, they go with you, and the boy will do what he needs to do and feeding you with honey, because honey is supposed to be, you know, increase, you know. And then after the another moon has come, is when now he'll bring you. At that time, most probably the girl is already pregnant. Is like, can we just negotiate? And the man does not go alone. He goes now with the groomsmen. And therefore, when the men are coming to pick their girl, this was a serious contract. We entered into the contract and we are here to enforce it. So, you know, these are cultures.
How romantic.
Yeah,
kidnapping.
these are cultures that I think have been forgotten, and the seriousness. And I think when you see a clip like that circulating,
Yes.
it's something that happens. Like, we've even aired it. It's something that really happens a lot of the times. And in modern times, I think people get shocked and surprised when they see it. So, guys, what is the role of culture? As people who are me, I'm already, you know, inside.
No, I would also say, I mean, I watched the same clip, Dr. C, and I was like, is this really 2026? You know, don't they have, I mean, we talk about culture. There's no culture there at all. I mean, they're breaking all their rules and regulations to fight like that and almost cause a war on that street. And, you know, as soon as there was a little gap, you see one guy doing teeny like, "Dah." I mean,
went to take the girl.
And the curtain
Yeah.
rod fell off. I am so hurt because I know how costly they are. Carry on.
So, you know, it's, how do they behave like that?
But that's how it always used to be, isn't
It
it?
is, yes.
That's
But we're
how
talking 2026.
It's not. It wasn't culture. It was war. Marriage was war.
It was that way.
That's what I'm saying. That was the culture. It was war. We are here for our
What
gun.
happened
But
to
he
men love,
refused.
not war.
No, you see. Yeah, but you see, it wasn't. I can't. Would you classify that as culture?
It's culture. What used to happen is, and this is what has been happening in many cultures for a very long time. Even if that girl knew that she was going to be taken by the guy, the resistance was enforced from the boy's side and the girl's side, so that you do not just give your girl for free.
Yes.
It is part of, it was culturally violent.
That's why even for Kikuyus, people lock the gate. It's not
Yes.
the bride who says, sitaki kwenda.
Yes,
The gate
but
is locked.
they know they had
Yeah.
sat down, they negotiated.
Yes.
But they'll say, no, 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 no. I'll give you, for example, if you look at the traditional weddings in the earlier generations, and even now, the first, and even the Muzungu ones, let me give you Aristophanes, 523 BC. These are the play we call the Lysistrata. You should read it. The war between Sparta and Athens was because of that. Yeah, in 523 BC. Aristophanes writes around it very well. And then Odyssey, if you check Lupita Nyong'o's movie,
Oh yeah.
Paris
It's
and
airing right now. Yeah?
which is airing right now. The reason why we have what we call the biggest Odyssey fight was because of the prince known as Paris eloping with a girl who belongs to Troy. And that's why Helen of Troy became a masterpiece. It's a girl getting married to a woman and someone by force, and people saying, oh, you can't take our girl. So when you come to African cultures, most of them were, the man would identify the girl and you see, I want to marry this lady. But you knew for sure it would be a walk in the park. You will not just go and say, okay, now I have brought cows, and those guys won't just accept the cows. There'll be a tug of war. And it also showed that the family cared about their girl,
Yes.
and you also cared about that girl, you want her. So the fight had to erupt.
Yes.
So this thing which is happening, Kilifi still holds to these traditions.
Yeah.
Luo Nyanza still have part of it. In the interior, most of them will tell you, oh, we are going. But then people who are in the city centers, because now they are in multicultural practices, it doesn't happen in urban centers. But if you go to area where it's predominantly one tribe, or predominantly one people who have done this thing according to their culture, it is the way they do it. It is not that they hate. I remember my father telling me that when they were pulling my mother, it was a big war.
Yes.
When they went to pick my mom, it was not that she agreed. She found herself in that, all the brothers, my father's brothers, so the others were on top of the trees looking at the other neighbor. Spying.
It's
Spying like
Wow.
I think
It's
we
a
have to
war.
westernized.
because then
we
you're
were
right,
shocked.
the girl will be told, your people just gave you
Yeah,
away.
for free.
They don't even
And
care.
they don't care about you.
Yeah, so you have to show that you're coming from people.
And the woman who cried like hell for 1 week.
And you're expected to cry.
Actors.
For 1 week,
Actors.
you are not eating.
The real housewives, those ones.
You don't, this guy, there's no artist you used to be friends or where. No,
Yeah.
no. I've identified that this is who I want to marry. I've sent emissaries. I want to marry her.
Ah.
And they're
And that's
refusing.
it.
And they're
Do
refusing.
you know, in my mind, I thought it was the trivial amount. It was a trivial amount, like 200 shillings that was supposed to be paid, according to the report. I thought it's the money. So it's interesting now with this new information. Like, it wasn't even about the money. It's about the act, the
It
act
was the
of
act.
the ceremony.
Eh,
It's a
yes.
It
ceremony.
looks so violent to me as an outsider looking in.
Yeah, it
But
is.
everybody else seemed okay. It's only the two guys who are fighting at the entrance.
Yes.
Everyone else seemed so ingrained
In the whole thing. But you see,
Yes.
this is, you know, you have to come and show your might. We want this girl. You have to
Yes.
show you really, really, really want her. And then also, you know, these kind of things really protected the girls and protected the marriage. In the sense that, you know very well, if I joke around with this girl, she's from people.
Yeah, they
There's a
will-
whole community
Yes.
that will
Yes.
come after you.
That community will come after you. And it was like that. They would actually
Interesting.
come after you
But
if
then
you
what
mistreat
happened
their
there,
girl.
Dr. C, what happened to the dowries? The dowry normally is paid by...
This was not even dowry.
This is the actual
Maybe they've already
wedding.
eaten dowry,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
No, by the time they get there, they've already done
Yes,
everything, right?
and now you're still refusing with a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
No.
we are here
Not
to
once.
enforce the contract.
Apparently, it's just part of the dance. I didn't know. I was
It's quite a
traumatized.
ceremony. You were
Yes.
traumatized?
Yes.
Where's the Kleenex tissues?
No,
Like
those
the
things
violence.
happen.
Is that,
And it is planned, by the way.
Yes.
It's a serious plan.
Yeah.
You cannot just, because you can't just walk out without planning. You have to plan who will be picking the girl, who will be fighting, who will be pushing everyone around.
yes.
It's
You know, in Kikuyu culture, sorry to interject, in Kikuyu culture, I've seen in some weddings, rashios or the koitos, the traditional weddings,
Yeah.
there are families who have been to the home to do makeup, and the uncle or the dad, maybe the dad passed, or the dad, or whoever is the father figure in the girl's home, like, until I am drunk, on the traditional brew, that is a moratina, that gate is not being opened. And those guys will find a way to pass the moratina in a 20-liter jerry can that we were joking about. And the guy has to drink with a straw until he's satisfied. He's like, open the gate.
Open the gates.
And I'm there so shocked, like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But it's culture, and everybody seems to be playing their part. Meanwhile, I'm just there clutching my tie. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
All those things.
Interesting.
Yeah, all those things had really a place. And even much as we are doing, even when you look at the, what is it called? When you look at the Western weddings, the vestiges of that culture are still there.
Yes.
That's why the guy's right hand will
Yes.
always be, because it's to carry a weapon. It was war. I'm telling you, it was war, yes.
Gosh.
So the girl will be on this side, and his right hand must be available to produce a weapon or something if they need to fight. And that's why the girls, the boys, there's always where the girls people sit and where the boys people sit.
Interesting.
And when they say things like, who hands over this girl
Yeah.
for marriage? Because girls were owned. Say I do. It's always the father who say it's always the father who takes, and he's the one who says. Traditionally, things have changed these days. But sometimes, yeah, we have to interrogate why we do some of these things. So it's a universal kind of human thing. It's not just a Western thing. Those are vestiges of what actually we used to do.
You know, I'm thinking, the more you speak, the more I think you should co-author his book on culture.
Yes. Oh, by the way,
Take like 5 chapters in there.
the lady who wrote Polygamist is going to be in Kenya on the 7th. of August.
Sunyati.
Yes. Are you aware?
No.
Yeah, we should try and get there. I
We
thought of
should,
you.
Yeah. Sunyati is interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should all go there.
We said we'll keep him accountable. We'll
Yes,
hold him
when is your
accountable with
book
a
coming
My
out?
book is
Because your
complete,
book should
ladies
have.
and gentlemen. My book is complete, but it's traditionally Luo book.
Oh.
Yes, but that's what we want. Luos have
in
very
the language,
good
or
traditions.
it will be translated.
It will be. It's in English, but it's a
Okay.
Luo book.
All right.
It's a Luo history.
Fantastic. We can't wait to read it.
Yes. It's a
Yeah.
He has
Luo
been so excited about it for months.
No, I've
been
finished
asking-
it actually.
Yes.
And we
I'm
have a
just looking
publisher.
for someone to publish now.
Publisher. We are looking for a
Talk to me
publisher
later.
to publish.
Oh.
I just need someone to publish.
She's published books.
I've done 3. I've written 2. Well, I've written 2 comprehensive guidebooks on Kenya, which are called Kenya's Bible.
Yes.
And I've written the cutest little story for children called A Monkey's Wedding. What happens in Africa when the sun shines and it rains at the same time? It's a monkey's wedding. So, and I self-published and had them actually published in Kenya.
Okay.
So I support the local here. We have to support our industry.
Amazing.
Pan
So I have a good
paper.
contact for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It would go a long way if pan paper was functional.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go for a break. In this first part of the show, it has been very interesting. And of course, culture is big, and of course, Kenya Power issues.
Welcome back, everybody. We're really having a wonderful session here on Let's Be Real. And I don't know if you've seen that there are a number of Chinese retail stores that are popping up all over Nairobi, the capital here of Kenya. And there's a bit of a problem, because if you go into those stores and you think, oh, this looks interesting, but when you turn around, you don't understand a word about what are the ingredients in these products, whether it's cookies or you want to buy that packet of juice. So I think we've got a big problem here that needs to be addressed, guys, because if we're in a country where predominantly everybody speaks English, we need to have that translation must be there. So those laws and rules, KEBS, guys, you need to really sort this out, because this is a big problem. We've got people that have allergies, sensitivities, and if they think, wow, those sweets look really good, let me try them, and there's something inside that product that then gives cause to diseases, that is not a good thing. So we need to really address that problem.
Actually, it's true, because the other day I bought, you know, the mist you put on the face after you've done the makeup, and I wanted to check what's inside.
So you bought it before checking the ingredients?
You know, in my wildest imagination, I believe in the system so much that I did not think that it is not properly labeled. It's only then when I wanted to use, I said, let me just check what there is in, because it's very rare that we have those kind of problems, even though that they are there. It's a body mist, it's a mist. I bought, it's a mist, I just bought. So therefore, and then later on, I saw that story where KEBS has been put on notice for allowing this kind of products. But it brings in another angle. I read somewhere today, I think it could have been Business Daily or something, one of the new business newspapers, maybe in the Standard, that there is a trade deficit. From China, we are seeing $2.8 trillion of goods that are coming to Kenya. But when it comes to KRA, the amount that is declared, like right now, it's about 625 million or 625 million.
What happened to the trillions?
Yeah, you see that deficit. Therefore, when you have things that are coming, looks like there's some leakage somewhere. Because I don't know why anybody who is sane would actually allow, in the past we've had the rice that they said, we've had sugar,
plastic, yes.
But now they were particularly talking about one chain store, yeah, that is actually stocking these things, and they have, the other day there was a riot about them. It was China Square. Yeah. That's what the article was talking about. They were particularly talking about them. So does it mean they didn't go through the prerequisite? Like what happened?
And
someone is
does
failing
this
somewhere.
explain this trade
Yeah.
deficit?
It's dangerous.
Goods leaving China itself, because I think they have AI. They're saying it's 2.8 million worth of goods leaving. When they reach here, the revenue that we are collecting does not match
The stuff that's coming
the
in.
stuff that has come in. So there's a leakage. Some things are coming through our borders, through Panya routes. That's
But
what
also,
you can
Dr.
say.
Steve, for me as a cancer survivor, I cannot go and consume any products that has sugar. Sugar is utter poison. I hope you're all listening to me, because sugar is poison. It's the worst thing that you can actually take. And you see Kenyans, how many sugars they put in their chai, you know, all the sweet things that they eat. Even in your bread, there's sugar. You've got to really think about what you put in your mouth. So if you go to your regular supermarket and you know what you're taking and you're consuming, that's fine. But when you go to a China store and you're buying products, you don't know what you're putting in your mouth, you are very foolish. you really need to understand what you're putting into your body. Your body is your temple. So I would ask you all, please look after your health, because your health is your wealth. So don't just consume anything because it looks good or because it's cheap.
I think the argument here is that some government agencies, because they're the only people we can blame here, there's laxity. Because why is there a product labeled in Mandarin? And you know, we are not a country that is, okay, yes, we have Mandarin speakers, but that's like 0 point something of the percentage. Also, it's not a good marketing plan for them. If you're in a country where only a small percentage, a handful of people can speak your language, you're limiting your market reach. I would, the moment, if I was running China Square, I'm just using that as an example.
But that was the shop in focus.
Yes, and I love their layout. And every time I'm in there, I'm thinking, the moment they landed, before you did all the interior work, get 3 people on shift every hour. Their job is to label everything in Swahili. Even if it's about sticking it next, it's sticky notes. Hii ni snail cream ya kutengeneza cheekbones. You know, I feel it would move the products faster.
Does it really help your cheekbone?
Well, not really, but it helps with the
See, Dr. C
skin.
will be
You look
running there to
amazing.
buy it.
You know?
But you know, the Chinese even did a Mandarin billboard.
Yes.
No, the biggest problem.
The alcohol one that was under scrutiny a while back.
You see, China is the next frontier, but I think they're pushing their agenda too far, and Kenyans we have to have a clawback.
But we are
And the
allowing them.
clawback is the government must tell the Chinese, if you want us to trade, you must do trade according to our rules and regulations. Number one, every nation has standards of how you operate. Our 2 national languages are English and Swahili. Any product in this country should, and will be labeled into those 2 languages. Secondly, the Chinese must also follow the discourse of our country. You cannot go and bring anything in Mandarin and expect us to buy. The international rate of exchange is always in dollar. We have never told them that we are changing in Chinese yuan. So you can't put something on Chinese yuan there. We want the international trade to be in international trade. International trade has regulations. It has the standards of how it should be conducted.
Yeah.
So if you want to open a shop in Kenya, then you're going to international sphere. If you're selling in China, you can sell in your Mandarin. If you're selling in wherever you want to sell in your countries, do in your countries the way you want. But if when you come to Kenya, then the rules and regulations of international trade must be applied to, and the Kenyan rules and the KEBS must sit down and audit anything that comes into the country. I think there is a lot of laxity because you know what? We know very well that these characters, some of them are very good with kickbacks. They will just tell you, you know what, we can give you take 30%, we just sell. And Kenyans, we know that corruption is our biggest problem.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so we have to basically get out of that corrupt mind of corruption so that we can do things in the right way.
Oh, very sad.
Absolutely. And I would say, can you imagine Kenya, for example, exporting coffee to China? And it's written all the...
In Swahili.
In
in Swahili.
Kikuyu, even.
Or Kikuyu.
Yes.
Can you imagine? They would never allow it.
They would not even enter there. I
Yeah.
don't know. Why do
Right.
we do
So
these
you've got to
things to
think about that.
ourselves, Kenyans?
It's being because of corruption. It's
And
just-
we assume our privilege is evenly distributed.
since I've
is
eaten,
devolved.
it is okay.
Exactly.
Since I've taken 30% kickback,
And,
you just take those things, they will buy.
And also imagine, because I can scan and alter the language, then someone up country can do the same. They probably don't even have power. KPLC probably happened to them.
All right, last bonus story.
So now, and this one I feel attacks my business, so I'll take a sip before. Samantha wine. Someone went on a date. I'm angry. Can you feel the angst in me?
Pour yourself another.
Yeah, please.
How are
So
you gonna do this
earlier, look at you. Let me try multitask. You know, my parents always said I was terrible at multitasking, but I'm trying my best. So someone met someone online. I'm good. I'm getting better. My hands are more steady now. Someone went on a date with a lady he met online. This is just me paraphrasing because I'm pissed. I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten all the details. But the long and short of it is someone went on a date with a lady or planned for a date. They met online. The lady probably has an impeccable makeup artist. They probably booked me. And she posted amazing pictures.
Yeah.
This guy, wakaenda kupatana, he's in the car and he's looking for the lady. You know how you tell someone, of course I'm in black and white. Okay, I don't know who dates like this at this age because I'm scared of the killer, you know. Someone could murder you at a date. So from his car, he could see the lady doesn't look like her pictures. And he recorded a video to embarrass her. I understand. Now, this is where sometimes I say,
Like
we
this
need
is a
wine.
true story, eh?
It is true. It was trending last week and the whole of this past weekend. It's just that it takes me longer to process because I was angry. So I'm talking about it on Sunday, but it happened earlier. So this guy is seated in his car. The lady is like 100 meters away, and he's saying, no, that's not the woman I met online. She's catfishing me. And he just stopped picking up the calls. I think he's showing the video that the lady tries to call, and he's just like, yeah, he just disappeared into thin air. But no, here's where the conversation comes. Here's where the ethics conversation comes into play. Should I post pictures? Where do we draw the line between catfishing and presenting your best self? Because today, if I gave you a job, let's say the housewives was coming back, you guys will go do your best work. I don't mean like injecting stuff. I mean, you'll get a facial, you'll do your hair, you'll do your nails, you'll get your best outfits from that friend who does bridal gowns. I'm forgetting her name. Lovely lady I met at your house. You'll call her to dress you that day.
Peggy.
Yes. And you'll get good lighting. Just like here. You see, now I look good because the crew has done an amazing job. But if you see me outside, I probably look like a wet puppy. You know, hashtag not cute. But it's not catfishing. Everybody here knows there's good lighting. And I'm in between greatness. You know, I'm surrounded by greatness. So, of course, I look better next to them. My thing is, where do we draw the line? Would you leave someone and record them by the roadside if you're going to meet someone? If you were to date right now.
If I was to date,
And
if I were to date right now.
Yes.
First off, so there's two things here.
Yes. The ethics of the person recording and embarrassing the person, and also you as a person. Some people called it false advertising.
So let me just
yes.
say, number one, it is completely wrong and against the law and criminal to record somebody for whatever reason without their consent and
yes.
go to shame them. I hope that lady can get back return on investment and actually
Yes.
just go to court to sue.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, now just talking about the ethics of everything. You know, the social media is full of a lot of things. Yes, there is a room where you can change yourself, you can put filters, you can put, maybe you're selling a product. Okay, a physical product, maybe a phone or a course. It could be, yeah, so you can even have a digital twin that looks like you, that, you can have those online personas that look like you. But in the moment you are the product, you are looking for a life mate, and you're changing yourself, at least on the first date, please turn up looking almost like that.
Your AI
like go for
version.
the makeup. Go for the makeup. Like, why don't you? Why would you put yourself? And this is for people on the online dating. Why would you put yourself in a shoe like that, knowing very well that's not
You
who
can't
you
keep
are?
up, yes.
Can you not just put somebody who looks like who you are actually? And then obviously makeup is there. You could do some makeup, but that's not the makeup that really changes you. And then so that people take you for who you are. Because eventually, I know,
The mask
I
will
know a
literally
lady who has
come off.
never, her husband has never ever seen her without makeup.
Wow.
Never ever. She wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do makeup, and she goes, she waits and like, oh my God, like how can you live a life like that? Because eventually,
much
if
work.
you're
So
not
vain.
the one, that's cheating, that's deception.
Yes.
So there are two things here. The cheating and deception by presenting yourself for who you are not, for the purpose of another human being admiring you and seeing you and saying, okay, maybe this one. Because at the end of the day, men, especially men, are driven by beauty.
course.
Men like beautiful things. They like beautiful women.
And humans
That's
in
a
general.
given. Yes.
Yeah.
But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So for every person, I don't believe there's anybody who is ugly in this world.
True.
The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So be yourself. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think.
And it's a dangerous game as well. I mean, I've always been against online dating. I mean, what has happened to actually sitting here and having a conversation with somebody and finding out, do we have chemistry? Do we have synergy? Is there any electricity that's between us? Not Kenya Power, but, you know. But do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, that is the most authentic way, because it's dangerous today with AI. And all of these apps that I've seen these young girls in particularly transform their look completely different to who they really are. So they're really not thinking about the effects it will have on the person that they're going on their very, very first date, whom they've never ever met before. It's dangerous. Like you just said earlier, Collins, maybe they could be a serial killer.
Yes.
And you don't know where they've come from, or you know what is actually the agenda in this whole meeting. It's dangerous, guys. So I would say I'm totally against this online dating, kabisa.
And also, some people can be triggered easy. You might catfish somebody, and then they have a violent outburst on you. It's risky for you. Also, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, this lady, didn't she think it through? If you're planning such a haste, because at this point it seems we've agreed it's deception.
Yes, it's a deception.
At least have the decency to. You see, if I was Lisa skin tone when we started speaking to the guy, by the time we're meeting, like 7 days later, imagine, by day 6, I'll start changing skin tone, you know, going slightly up. By the time we're meeting, the picture I post a day before the date is like half a shade lighter than me. You
Then
know.
you still want to meet me. But in the first place, why would you put things that are not you?
You see, the biggest problem we have in this country is that people want to be beautiful, all of them. And they think that filters is the only way
Is
to
the answer, yeah.
But everybody's beautiful.
Yeah, no, some of
Absolutely.
them are not. Some people. In English.
You mean the ones you don't behold some
some of them are, we say in Swahili, ongongos. You know what ongongo is?
What's a gogo?
Ongongo. Ongongos are those ones, our producer up there, Maka Nyumba, will tell you, is in the street language, is those ones you don't want to be seen with. Let me tell you, the biggest problem we have in this country is filters for many young men. Because the first
Filters?
it's filters.
And
These
AI,
girls,
really.
and they push and they put the best filters available. They wear the best dresses, which I don't know where they get them. But if you sit down with them the next day, you realize, is this thing I'm signing up for? The eyelashes are not there. And everything doesn't, the skin tone is not the same. So if it's just basically conning people.
Yeah.
The biggest con in the industry we have is in the beauty, where girls are conning the young men, especially if you are drunk, you're drinking, and you're drunk. Unatuma fair. Do not. First of all, tell that girl, come natural as you are, so that you know.
So muuliza kuonyesha natural.
Yes.
Hata bila before you nini.
No, there's that. But also my issue is in this lady. I feel sorry for her, but I'm like, are you not smart enough? You knew you were selling a bad product. And I'm using that term loosely because I'm on glass number 16. But if you're selling a bad product, at least have the decency to have a minor road accident before the date. Don't go stand by the roadside and tell him, it's me. He's looking for Lisa Skinton, and then he finds Collins in a wig. And I'm just saying, at least be smart. Pull out of the date the day before if you know you're lying. This also changes the conversation to how we look at ourselves, and it's a mental health conversation. People truly hate themselves, and AI is helping people live in a fantasy world.
People
are
like
so
hate
detached.
themselves.
People are so detached from reality. I know someone that we know mutually that I will not mention because I don't want to be short. But she is a queen of changing herself. I believe if a photographer took a picture of her, took it to her, I think she'd shoot the photographer.
Do I know this person?
Yes. very well.
I think
And so do you, and so do you. But I will not mention it because, you know, the Standard Group is a family network.
but
No.
she's quite famous.
Well,
Well,
not really.
But
Maybe
you
on
see,
their set,
that is an online persona.
which is so unfortunate.
But also, that persona, before she goes out to her gigs and all that, she applies real heavy makeup. So I believe she would be in that category of you'll
Deception.
never see me without
Yes.
makeup. You put makeup up until the next day for 3 days. Unaweka hiyo nini?
double coverage.
Double
Imagine how
color.
bad that is for your skin as well.
And then you
Terrible.
put that thing that you spray it. Some
But
women are
deception
now
is
using
expensive.
the hairspray
Yes.
to keep the makeup on. I
Yes.
can talk and it doesn't stain. Yeah.
Mr. CEO, would you record someone if not you went on a bad date?
I wouldn't even go. First of all, you must come presenting yourself the way you are. I will make sure.
Yes.
Eh? I will make sure that that makeup is not there. But even if I meet you in a makeup, I would not know that is you. Because rule number 1, if you're a man and you're meeting the chick the first day in a makeup, you must leave some point of disappointment, because there are some people who do heavy makeup, who totally transform themselves.
True.
So if you meet them during the day or after a night out, you might end up running away. You think you've met a ghost, but it's the person you are with. And you see, remember, these things used to happen even in earlier on. People were told in the dance clubs where there were lights that if you go and meet a girl when there's those disco lights, take her outside to confirm. Take her outside to confirm if she's beautiful the way she is. Otherwise, the next day in the morning when you'll be waking up with her in the bed, you'll be wondering, did I carry another? What did I?
But you know, there is hope and there is help. Yeah. All we need to do, especially women, if you hate yourself so much, just work hard. Now we have a couple of plastic surgery clinics.
Right.
Yeah. Recently we attended one where we were launching this Dr.
So you two
Pancholi.
look
So you
fabulous
can do
at the
plastic
event.
surgery.
You can.
There are
We were
interventions.
just invited as guests.
If you have money, there are interventions, and you can really look good and beautiful. There are products you can use. You can look beautiful in your own skin.
But also remember that, you know, I always say with people, especially so many people we know are on Ozempic, because they want to scale down the weight, right? Which is unhealthy. And I spoke to this one Kenyan girl who was beautiful. And like, wow, you've really lost weight. Like she'd gone down from being size 14 to like a UK size 8. And she says, I'm telling you straight, it's Ozempic, the best thing ever. And I said, so what are the side effects? And she says, I'm losing my sight. So I said, is it really worth it? What happened to dieting, eating healthy, and going to the gym? Right? Those are the easiest things. Going for a walk, going for a jog is free. You can do that anywhere. Scaling down on what you eat less, because remember, you are what you eat. So I don't believe in all of that. I believe that everybody's responsible for their
For his
own
body.
mental and physical health, and you can do it with zero cost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But a
that's
question. So this lady was too fat, or her face was ugly?
No, strange enough, she was good looking. She was very young. She just seemed, she was, and I hate to say this, she was dark skinned, and the picture she had posted was too fair.
This man wanted yellow.
I believe. Because he was so disappointed. And she was beautiful to me. And I saw these pictures sober, not right now. I saw them when I was sober. She was good looking. She
That
was
girl
young.
should have gone to look for people who look dark skins, who like people. You
Right? But
There
now,
are- and there
the
are
issue is
many.
even up to her. You see, with false advertising, you see, if she's posting pictures that are not of her true self, she will not find her community. It's like now selling Lisa, I stalk her page for the beautiful cars. If I lie to people I don't like cars, how will I find content of people, like from the people who post cars? You see, you have to be authentic. Absolutely. The reason I found her videos, actually it came through me, it came through my Explore page. I was looking at off-road cars. And then your page came up. I'm like, oh, I know Lisa. Let me follow this page.
And you didn't see my other car.
I want to say,
I
Close.
am obsessed with your car collection. We shall talk about it after the wine.
after the wine. So let's have the last words, ladies and gentlemen. We finished the show. It's
Oh,
over.
we finished.
That was brief.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
Could we have an
so-
hour extra?
Yeah, anyway, what I have to say is that drink some water,
But when to?
some little wine,
For the stomach.
as according to the letter of
Apostle
St.
Paul.
Paul's to Timothy. It's good for your health.
And you at home, thank you for staying with us. And one thing I will tell you, if you're going on a date or if you're posting pictures online and you're single, make sure some of them look as close to you as possible. That way you avoid disappointment. And if you meet someone that you like, I would suggest in the first few days you're speaking to them, if you give them your number, your WhatsApp profile picture is ikuwe na makeup. Day 2, ikuwe na eyebrows peke. Day 3, something light. The day of the date, bam! Lashes, contour, wig. You look like Dr. C. And I promise you they won't leave you by the roadside. Yes,
behavior.
that's the inverse. This lady made the mistake in my mind. She started high, then went low. Start low. On the day of the date, shock them.
Amazing. So everybody, I would also like to just to say
That is
my
the
party
best
words are
advice.
love yourself. And if you love yourself, don't go and consume products that you have no idea of what the ingredients are. That is a really, really bad idea. So love yourself and eat and drink what you love and you know what you're consuming. Thank you very much.
Wow. And of course, I'll end with strategy eats culture for breakfast. Keep watching.